Hey guys, it's Jim Halterman from TV Guide Magazine and TVinsider.com. I'm here with the lovely and wonderful Sendhil Ramamurthy. How are you,
Hey
Sendhil?
everyone. I'm good, man. How are you, Jim?
Well, I have to say congratulations on Never Have I Ever, because it's a show that kind of came out of nowhere for me. It wasn't on my radar, and it's one of those shows that has a great word of mouth because I started hearing about it and seeing people talk about it, so I had to check it out. I loved it immediately, and my husband and I devoured all the episodes.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, but you've been on more than a few shows. Did you kind of have a gut feeling about this one when you were filming it or before it came out? Do you get a gut feeling for shows?
I do usually get a gut feeling for shows, and I kind of felt like I thought that it was going to be like popular with a certain segment of of an audience, meaning
Yeah.
like the kind of teens and maybe early 20s. And I think the thing that has been the most surprising thing for me is that it's kind of spanned all different age ranges. I mean, there are 30 and 40-year-olds who are loving the show, and I think that just that kind of universal aspect to the stories and the elements within like the characters that people are able to relate to regardless of their age, regardless of their ethnicity. I think that's one of the things I'm kind of most proud of. But if I'd be lying if I said I thought it was going to be like this giant hit right off
Right.
the bat. I was kind of just really happy that I actually got to do it, to be honest.
But now when Mindy Kaling or the casting director, when they come to you and they say, well, the one hitch is that your character is dead, what went through your mind right away? Because you kind of think, okay, am I only in an episode or two and then I'm gone? Or what was your first thoughts?
I didn't think anything because they didn't tell me the character was dead. They were like,
Oh.
okay, once you play the dad, da da da, and then when they offered me the role, they sent me the first 3 scripts, and I started reading it, and I was like dead on page 4 or 5 or something like that. And I was like, well, this is terrible. This is the worst show I've ever read. So I just carried on reading because I thought, okay, they sent me 3. I clearly must be in the other 3, in the other 2. And I read it, and then I saw the flashbacks and everything, and I thought this could work. Because with my availability issues, they could kind of bring me in and out whenever they want.
Yeah.
And so I think I turned that negative into a positive in a way, because I thought if it was a regular character that was going to be in every single episode and have like this massive role in it, I'm probably not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And so I kind of turned it around and made it a positive.
Well, and I also think this is a show, outside of it just being funny and very heartwarming, it's also groundbreaking in that the cast is a cast that we're not used to seeing fully on
Yeah.
a television show. And I was curious, what would your younger self had thought of a show like this when you were like maybe 10 or 12 and looking for images
Oh
to relate
man,
to on TV and film?
I can't even imagine what that would have been like. I thought about it the other day because like, I have kids now and they love the show. And like this is kind of like this is their normal
Yeah.
for them. And I love that. I love that for them this is like, oh, look, it's a South Asian family on TV. How normal is that? And they sound like me and they look like me and they're doing TikToks just like me. And it's been a real not just for my family, but from everybody, with social media out there, everybody's able to reach out and let you know how they're feeling about it. And I've just been kind of overwhelmed. Like I really did not see this one coming like this.
Yeah.
Like with Heroes, like when we were doing it, we had a feeling. We
Right.
had a feeling like this could be huge. Like it could be huge. It's either going to be really huge or a major flop. Like it's there's no in between with this one.
And I can't imagine you won't get a season 2. I don't think anything's officially been announced. But let's just say that you get a season 2 and they decide to do an episode devoted to your character so we get to see more of his life earlier. Who would you pick to narrate your episode? Because like the Ben Gross episode had Andy Samberg
That's a good question.
and John McEnroe does Davies, but I would think they'd bring in a different narrator for if it was your episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's kind of 2 ways you could go with it. I think that with his love of tennis, you could bring in like maybe Vijay Amritraj or Mahesh Bhupathi, who was the first player to win a Grand Slam. He won in doubles. You could bring him in to narrate, and that would kind of tie in with the McEnroe thing.
Yeah.
But the thing that I think might be super cool is Mohan kind of sees himself as a daredevil and kind of like free spirit, and I'd love like a kind of obviously it can't be Evil Knievel, but like an Evil Knievel type narrator or a NASCAR driver
Yeah,
or something like that. That would be really cool because like the disconnect between how he really is and how he sees himself, I
right.
think that that would be really fun to play with.
I love it. Now, having talked to you over the years for different roles, covert affairs, and you were on The Office for a while, you're typically a good guy, but then I see you on The Flash, and the
Yeah.
character's not so good, which was kind of fun for me to see you do that. How much fun was that for you to play?
It was amazing. I mean, seriously, to go from it would literally be I'd be, you know, blood work in full getup, filming, and then I'd finish and like haul my butt to the airport, fly down to LA, and be like the best dad in the world on the
Right.
same day. Like you were doing them on the same day. So like just the kind of range and the variety as an actor that you get to explore these two polar opposites was really cool. Like it's pretty rare that you get to kind of flex all those different muscles at the same time and on the same day even.
Yeah.
So it was really cool, and I loved playing blood work. I've had such a great time doing it, and then to get to go and do this at the same time, I mean, just hashtag blessed, as the kids
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
say.